Okay, now here's your next assignment. I want you to multiply these out. So you're going to have x times x times negative 5 times x, and 5 times negative 5. Okay, so that's x to the second power, negative 5x, 5x, and negative 25. So these two can be added. They're like terms because they both have just x. So negative 5 plus 5, though, is 0. So since I get 0, they cancel. So I have x squared minus 25. Okay, now 6x times 6x. 6x times negative 5. 5 times 6x. And 5 times negative 5. Okay, so 6 times 6 is 36, and then it'd be x to the second power. 6 times negative 5 is negative 30, and that would just be negative 30x. 5 times 6 is 30, and that'd be 30x. And 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. Okay, so those two we need to add. Negative 30 plus 30 is 0, okay? So it equals 0, so those cancel. So it's 36x to the second minus 25. Okay, 3x times 3x. 3x times negative 7. 7 times 3x, and 7 times negative 7. Okay, so that's going to be 9, and xx is x second, and then negative 21, and then x, positive 21, x, and negative 49. Okay, so these two we add, but that equals 0. So those cancel. So I have 9x to the second minus 49. Okay, then the next part, x times x times 8, negative 8 times x, and negative 8 times 8. So it's x second, 8x, negative 8x, and negative 64. Okay, so we add those, and that's 0, okay? So since that's 0, I just take them out. So x second minus 64. Now, pause the video, and you're going to go work on the first half of your assignment, and you're going to work on 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then unpause it, and then I'll show you how to do the rest. Okay. What you're doing on the next part is you're taking this expression and you're getting back to here, okay? This expression going back to here. And here's what you need to understand. This right here is what I call a DOPS, because it's a difference of perfect squares. Difference of perfect squares. So this is your latest factoring technique you need to know. It's two terms, but it's a difference, okay? And 49's on my list here. That's 7 times 7. And x to the second power is on the list because that's x times x. So since it's a difference of perfect squares, we call this a DOPS, difference of perfect squares. So since I have a difference of perfect squares, what we do is make two parentheses, One of them's plus and one of them's minus every time. And we put XX and then 7, 7. Okay, next problem. We have a difference. 49's on the list. That's 7 times 7. 36 is on the list. That is 6 times 6. And x to the second power is on the list because that's x times x. So 6x, 6x. Okay. So 6x, 6x, and then 7 and 7. Okay, here we have a difference. 4, that's 2 times 4 is equal to 2 times 2. 25's on the list, that's equal to 5 times 5. And x to the second power is on the list because that's equal to x times x. So it's 5x times 5x. So 5x, 5x, and 2 and 2. 5x plus 2 times 5x minus 2. Okay, next we have a minus. 9's on the list. That's 3 times 3. 4's on the list. That's 2 times 2. And x to the second power is on the list. That's x times x. So 2x, 2x. Okay. Plus, minus, so 2x, 2x, 3, 3. Okay, next page. I have my minus and 16's on the list. That's 4 times 4. 25's on the list. That's 5 times 5. And x to the second power is on the list. That's x times x. So it's 5x times 5x, because that's what you get to get 25x squared. So 5x, 5x, and 4 and 4. Okay, I got my minus 100's on the list. 10 times 10. 9's on the list. That's 3 times 3. And x to the second power is on the list. That's 3x and 3x. So 3x, 3x, and then 10 and 10. Okay, we have our minus here. 4's on the list. That's 2 times 2. 81's on the list. That's 9 times 9. And then x and x, okay, because it's x seconds on the list. So it's x times x. So 9x, 9x, 2 and 2. Okay, next problem. Got my minus 81. Is that on the list? Yep, it's 9 times 9. And x to the second power is on the list because that's x times x. Okay, and now you know how to do 5, 6, 7, and 8.